Hi, good morning. Welcome to Business. My name is Darryl Kwao. Chief Executive of the National Pensions Regulatory Authority is questioning the model of excessive borrowing by government to pay maturing debt, saying it is not a solution to debt management. According to Dr. Daniel Seddoh, the country's debt position and continuous deficit financing remain a major problem to the economy. More in the following report. Speaking as one of the key guests at the UPSA Alumni Symposium on the 2021 budget, Dr. Seddoh called on government to stop taking loans for consumption, but rather borrow to own productive assets. The event was graced by many alumni across the globe, including key personalities in both the public and private sector, in person or virtually. They shared perspectives on how to get the economy on a sound footing and create hope for the citizenry. Dr. Seddoh said the country's economy should create employment through the utilization of productive assets.
The little contribution is that these are my productive areas, because if you look at the numbers critically, the borrowings are not in productive sectors. The borrowing, we are not sweating the borrowing well enough. And so because of that, the revenues that the borrowing should generate for us, they are not. And you see that we borrow to pay for maturing debt. And that in itself, we are only prolonging or delaying the effect that it will have on us. The world will not get easier anytime soon. It will be competitive, and we are not developing the human skills to even be competitive. We should be thinking of ventures that we can use our brains to do things and make a lot more money and then pay taxes to solve that. Again, I would say we should be looking at our costs. The expenses we generate in doing things are just unsustainable, and that is serious. The borrowing we have to stop at a certain point in time.
For his part, Director General of the Internal Audit Agency, Dr. Eric Oduro-Osai, said the 2021 budget failed to provide continuity plan towards economic recovery. According to him, the budget will rather overburden businesses than make economic gains.
The main challenges of this budget, as I see from my presentation, are as follows. The first one is that the budget is likely to put a lot of burden on citizens as well as businesses, because the innovations expected to be introduced under the budget will require that businesses modify their business processes to be able to take advantage of the opportunities created by the budget. Again, it is a challenge to the labor front as well as workers because of this perception of an implied freeze in salaries. That is also going to be a challenge. The budget did not provide a framework to carry citizens along. What is the role of citizens? What is the role of key stakeholders in ensuring the achievement of the budget? Is it that the budget is an Accra budget or a central budget? How does the local government see themselves in this budget? For the first time in the Fourth Republic, the district composite budget of district assemblies were not annexed to this budget. And I find it worrying. In that case, the people living in the various local governments do not see themselves in it.
And on the issue of government borrowing and our debt situation, Ghana was successful in raising about $3 billion in debt instruments on the international capital market. But the average cost of the bonds is a little above 8%. Analysts say the success of the bond doesn't mean the country's investment climate is the best. Rather, government is desperate for money to finance the budget. We'll bring you more business news later. Up next, sports.